chatting about a show and a book and maybe another show as well because I did want to say some stuff about Wednesday, even though I didn't put it in the thingy there. I was hoping to kind of do like a chat, a chat or a live stream with someone else that had watched Wendy, DOY Creations. I don't know if that'll happen though. Um, okay, so I just would like to say because when I watch Wendy, I don't know, I'm calling her Wendy. When I watched Wednesday by myself, I got the same. I was feeling a bit the same as DOY Creations felt like exactly the same. Like I was like, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the next installment of Wednesday now. And then I watched it with some other people, and they had some different perspectives. They called out some things that were different to what I had called out. So I was like, okay, I see you, I see you. Okay, like, all right. I mean, I had more fun watching it with um, the group than by myself. So when I watched it by myself, the show was a bit much. It was a bit much. Just like DOY Creation said, she was like, it was a lot. So I'll go into what I was thinking as far as a lot. I was just looking at it like it's. I likened it to a big old Halloween bowl of assorted candies. That's what it was like for me. Just a bunch of random candies in in the Halloween bowl. You know the assorted packs, and then you get several assorted packs, and then you mix them all together. You pour them all into the big bowl, and you got more assorted candies. So that's how it was to sum it all up for me. It just felt like a big old bowl of assorted candy. It was a lot. And for me to talk about it at first before seeing it with other people, I uh, I felt it was a lot to bring forth. Like, okay, so one 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 standout that I had thought when the when the redhead little student, I think she's a little student. She seems like she's smaller, but as she kept coming on the scene, she kept looking taller and taller. Uh, to me, like when she was first presented, she looked short. She looked like she might have been in a younger class. I mean, it like a early class. Looked like she could have been like a yeah. I mean, but yeah, like every time she came back on scene, she looked taller and taller to the point where she's like as tall as Wendy and her roommate now. So I'm like, okay. Um. So when I first saw her, I thought when I first saw the redhead student, I thought uh, the doll, the doll, that doll, Abigail, is that what her name is? Annabelle. I thought the dog. Um, when I watched it in the group, somebody else said Wendy, and I was like, okay, okay. They didn't say the dog. They didn't say Abigail. So I'm like, okay. And then I was like, okay, okay, Wendy, all right. Um, and then they also said that Wendy's, the restaurant, had like some type of something going on during a certain time, and they didn't know why. But now that they're watching the Wednesday show, now they putting two and two together as to why they were promoting something at Wendy's. Uh, so I was like, okay, okay, so Wendy's, okay, okay. Um, cool, cool, cool. So yeah, that the father, we were all in one accord with the father. The me and then the group that I had watched it with. Even when I watched it by myself, then I watched it with a group. We were all like uh, enjoying the actor that's playing the father now. We were all enjoying his performance, and we was like, he doing good. He all right. Hey, as long as he loving on uh Morticia, that's what it is right now. So he doing that, and uh, anything else? Those are the two major things for me, because when I watched it by myself, I saw a bunch of things like this. But yeah, those are the two major things that I can think of at the moment that I wanted to mention. Um, so yeah, it was more fun, more interactive. Some things were a bit kind of eh, um I want to say funny, just a bit, just like um when watching it with the group. As far as uh watches go, I'm trying to think if it was something else. It's rated fear. However, because Wendy is so like unbothered, I'm like I'm right there with Wendy. I'm like, and like it's ain't nothing scary with the Adams family. Like, I mean, they unbothered. So why I need why for come I need to, you know, yeah. I don't know who. It, I mean, I guess, if it was anybody else, but the Adams family, I guess it would be fear. But this the Adams family. They is so unbothered. Like, so I'm rocking with the unbothered. Okay. Uh, Let me change that and add that to the description. Okay. Oh, their uniforms. I didn't think they wore uniforms last season. I don't recall them wearing uniforms last season. Um, but they got uniforms this season. I don't recall them wearing uniforms. Maybe they did. I don't recall them wearing uniforms though, because I remember the pink girl. I remember her wearing pink. Like she was wearing like her own clothes. I remember them like wearing their own stuff. But it seems this season has uniforms. Um, I would have to go back and look at season one to confirm that. But yeah, from my recollection, um, from my recollection, um, there's uniforms now. I mean, and there wasn't before that I can recall. So yeah, I just wanted to note that. I like the buses. Oh my goodness, the buses was purple. I was like, oh, y'all go ahead, then. That was cool to see. And that's about it. Other than that, was cool that the original Wednesday is in here. She was in the first season, but I didn't know that was her till now. And then Uncle Fester, the original Uncle Fester, is in here in this season, so that's cool to see. Uh, then also what's cool to see is the little sneak peek into the next installment. Actually, seeing that sneak peek before I watched this season, I went into this season or this part of it thinking that I was going to see that part of it. So I'm like, you're holding out on me. Oh, and also it kind of looked a bit like um, Tim Burton's creature like sandworm type of thing was gonna be in it or something like that. Like it had a head and it was like long. It had a character head like in the previous movie of Tim Burton's, and it was yeah. I was like, huh? Is that gonna be a crossover? Because they are wearing the stripes. They got the same stripe texture going on. It's just theirs are like what, black and purple or gray and purple, and in the other Tim Burton's movie, it's white and black. So yeah, just okay. So Quantum Leap is available now for streaming. Yay! I've been enjoying that a little bit at a time. It's a lot. For one, it's was one of the reasons why I watch sci-fi. Um, I like the connection with the uh, previous characters. They're being mentioned. Well, one of the characters are being mentioned. The other character that was helping Sam for the most part, he hadn't been mentioned yet, even though he did swap places with Sam, and he was the one needing, he was the one in position, and um, Sam was the hologram, but Sam didn't have the little computer calculator thing. The other character still had it in his hand. So yeah, and Sam had played a woman. He had quantum leaped into a woman's body. So I was looking forward to this one doing the same thing. I was like, okay, is he gonna be a woman? So yeah, he's done already been a woman. So I was like, okay. This one has more heart, more feeling, more emotion. I've been brought to tears a few times uh, in this in these episodes, and I've only like been able to watch maybe one episode at a time. I hadn't been able to binge the show just because it's so uh, heartfelt. Um, so yeah, I didn't even watch it today all the way. Um, what else? Oh yeah, but being, I'm like, okay, so don't nobody know what being is up to. Not even being knows, because that's one of the side effects. And then I'm like, I'm peeping what his fiance is saying. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be with you all the way till you get back." And I'm like, "Yeah," and then you need to drop it like a bad habit. I don't know though, because well, I say that because they were supposed to be like starting new and doing something. I don't know if they were supposed to be getting married like the next day or what, but Ben went off and did what he did, and I'm like, and he kept that a secret from the whole team, and not just that, but then we find out that he's been keeping secrets all along. He's been working on this project and coming up with codes, seemingly like without the team. Like this was a team effort they had been working on, and they had planned to do the jump at a later date, and he just went on unbeknownst to anybody else except for somebody that's a whole villain. We don't know what she up to, but she walking around like she a whole villain. Like that's her purpose in life, and she accepted it. And um, yeah, we don't know. It looked like Ben was just using her facilities, but we don't know for sure because he told his fiance he was at one place, and then he went there, but then he skipped to somewhere else, and he didn't tell her. So it's not looking like they need to be getting back together because he made his choice, and we don't know why. We don't know why he made the choice, but he did make his choice. Okay. Um. So yeah, we don't know why. He don't know why. Okay. So I'm off of that. Off of that. I like seeing the Ghostbuster man. One of the Ghostbuster men is in here, and his name is Magic. Ah, I love it. And so I like seeing him in here. He's a reason to watch. If you needed a reason to watch, he's the reason to watch. And um, it's another man in here, and his name is, I don't know, but he looks like Egon. He looks like the he looks like how I wanted Egon to look in Ghostbusters the movie. Like I was all ready for Egon to look like this when I watched the movie, but then we got somebody that looked different because they had a different hair color, and I'm like, that's not Egon, but whatever. So there's a man in this Quantum Leap show that resembles Egon Spengler, and I'm just like, I love to see it. Like he got the little twisty twist. I was like, come on here. His whole hair is a character. He got the little flip in the back, like how Egon has, and he got the little curly swirl swoop in the front. I'm like, yes, and the camera pans up and pans down and shows the hair. I'm like, yes, the character, the hair is a whole character. The hair is getting its screen time. Okay, I see it. And so I'm liking to see him. He got the glasses on, and I'm like, ah, thank you. He looks so good. And to see him and Magic together, it's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, I like seeing them two together when they're interacting together. Now, with when he first came on the scene, I don't know if he was just being friendly with Ben's fiance or if he was like, hey, I'm here, Ben's gone, and I'm here. And I'm like, well, I don't know because he wasn't given that at the party. So I'm thinking it could be friendly, but he did it a couple of times. So I'm like, like what is it? What is it? Like, is he kind of? Is he? Do he see his opportunity? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know if he's just being friendly or if he seizing a bit of opportunity. Like he looked like he could be seasoned. I don't know, but he hadn't come blatantly out, but he has like made a teeny gestures, just like like what you doing? Like is you being friendly or what? Like what you doing? So um they did all come together. He actually, because he knew on a certain day, being in his fiance, like ordered food and watched a show. He had the other members of the team come to her house or to Ben's house and watch the show and eat with her. So I'm like, yay! I love it. Yes, teamwork. Like she was sitting there by herself. And going through um being not being there when they had already had plans, boo boo boo, but he skipped out on those plans and he took the leap. So that was good that Egon uh, rallied up the rest of the team and brought them over so that she could watch TV and they can eat together, camaraderie, you know, because they a whole team working on this project together. And then for her, she was sitting up there feeling some kind of way, you know, by herself. She was feeling all kinds of things: sad, distraught, mad, melancholy, tired, exhausted, because she been helping being and all that stuff. So she been working on top of her fiance being oh, years away. like yeah, like years away. So I like seeing them come together. Um, anytime they anytime they came together as a group, and I like that. Uh, when the show looked like it was gonna split in two ways, I think Egon said, I'm just calling him Egon from now because I don't even know his character. He looks like Egon. Um, he was like, it's not good for us to be in two different groups. We all need to be on the same page. And then the other character, she was like, yeah, we need to be on the same page. Boo boo boo. Cause Ben already leaked the page. Like he already separated the group already. Now then you gonna separate it again. Everybody gonna be on their own individual agenda by the end of this. So I'm glad they wrangled it on in and started moved forward with trusting each other and working together, because that's what they were supposed to be doing in the first place. So I'm glad they wrangled it on in and started working together, continued to work together. And that's what they've been doing. They've been coming closer and closer together. Even when Magic thought that it wasn't, oh no, it was somebody. It was either Magic. It was two people. Uh, they didn't think that Ben needed to know why he made the jump, just in case he was uh, had a malicious intent. And I'm like, oh my goodness, why folk come? Because that's that's like, oh my goodness, like he already don't know what's going on, and then on top of that, he don't know why he did it, and then to try and make his way through that without knowing stuff. Ooh, that was a bit flustering. So now they've come to the conclusion that it's all right for him not to know because he's already remembering stuff already. Uh, some stuff was coming back to him. So it was like one character was like upset that he wasn't, the other character wasn't deterring him from remembering. And I mean, he only remembered so much anyway. He ain't remember a whole lot anyway. But she was upset that he wasn't being deterred. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like I mean, if he remember it, but I mean, don't I mean like, and then if he don't remember nothing else, then fine, because that's how it went anyway. And then the character in Magic was discussing it, and then they came to the conclusion that it's best he need to remember so that he can help them help him, and because he done made so many codes and things. Now we don't know about this other villain lady. Like if he's just a if he's just a pawn in her scheme, if she's really The reason why being, of course, she's the reason why being jumped. We could tell that by the text. His fiance, I don't guess she looked at his phone and saw the text because, but she did listen to a message that he had pre-recorded. So I don't know if he deleted that other text because she hadn't brought up that other text. But they did find out who Ben has been in contact with and been looked like he might have been utilizing her facility uh, for note taking. Looked like because he had a bunch of notes on a bunch of boards. Uh, but yeah, we don't know what that other character has going on, other than it's her father's project. So she does feel some kind of way. Yeah, she was taken off of the project by her momsy, and so she feels some kind of way about that. I don't guess she would have been taken off the project otherwise. So she feels some kind of way towards her mom, and I can only guess. I don't know. I guess she just she wanted that to be her project. Either that was her project or she wanted to improve it or something. She still wanted to have it in her hands, but her mom, due to her mom telling Magic to let her go, Magic let her go. So yeah, she she's whew, she's sour. She's sour puss about that. She like she was like you you. She was talking to her mom, boy. She was whoop. She was like you ain't think I could have made it better because her she said okay, so her mom was like, yeah, your daddy was working on that and you see what happened to him and boo boo boo. And she was like, you don't think I could have made it better? And her mom was like, no. And her mom was like, she didn't want to see her daughter go through the same thing her father did. So that's why she called her out the project. But the daughter wasn't hearing it. The daughter was like, look, that's my daddy's project. That's about all I had of him. And I wanted to be on that project. Boop, boop, boop. And she said she had to do what she had to do. And I'm like, oh my goodness, girl. Why you couldn't just talk to your mama and ask her or ask her or somehow get you back on the project, girl? Oh my goodness, but she a whole villain about this piece. Okay, so that's it for that. Um, the book that I just finished reading yesterday. I think I just finished reading it yesterday. Was I Know What You Did Last Summer? The original copy that came out in 1973, thanks to Dr. Wolfula and his audiobook. Yay! Um, I did look up the title, and there's a more recent one that's available, but it wasn't the original. So I had put it on my TBR to read. Um, but then when I saw Dr. Rufula had an audiobook of the original copy that's no longer available, I went looking for the original copy to see if I could find it, and my brief search turned up nothing. So I was like, okay, Dr. Wolf, you love what you got. Like, we finna read right now. Dr. Wolf finna read to me, y'all. So I enjoyed the audio book. Um, it was kind of just, I had a smile on my face for some time of the book. Sometimes, like, when he was reading, he kind of sound like uh, uh, a character. Not Eddie Griffin. The Family Guy man. He kind of sounds like the Family Guy man to me sometimes when he was. Yeah, his name is Griffin. Peter. Peter Griffin. He kind of sounds like that at times. At times. So I just was like, just listening and smiling at the same time. Like, it didn't make me go into a laugh, but I just was like thinking of that character sometimes. Like, he kind of sounds like Peter Griffin sometimes. So it didn't take me out of the book at all. I was grateful to hear the original copy. I'm so glad too because I think the updated version wouldn't have been as, of course, like it's she didn't make it the same. She made it different, and she didn't keep the original copy available either. So I'm so glad he was able to get a copy and he shared that through audiobook. Um, I haven't read the updated version yet, and I might not. I don't know. We'll see. I surely enjoyed the 73, 1973 version. Um, when they um, went up to the place, to the spot, um, I was yelling at the book. I was like it's I was like a magazine on the table. uh, I was I was like, this the magazine on the table. Um, um, uh, she said she had an elder brother. I was clocking all the clues. I clocked every clue. I don't know if anybody else that was listening to the book clocked the clues like I clocked the clues, but I was clocking the clues. I was yelling them out. Uh, I didn't I didn't know who it was though until um, a certain part in the book. Until another character knew, but it wasn't said that he knew, but it was said that he knew after the fact that we learned of who it was. That's when I knew. That's when I knew who it was. When the other character knew who it was, but it wasn't told to us. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't told to us till after. But when they was sitting down at the cafe, oh Lord, I said too much. I was trying to describe it without spoiling it. Anywho, oh my goodness. But then I was like, but why is he? But why? But see, if I say anything else, it's gonna be spoilers. I want to express myself and say stuff. Um, So with I was like, so why yellow though? Why yellow though? If you mad at her about what she did, why folk come you choose that color, sir? Why folk come you chose that color? Like what you doing? Cause you seem to be doing a some maliciousness in choosing that color to trim your house with. Now I did hear that the updated book was like I think Wolfila said like it was it's written for more modern day technology. So I guess that's all that's I guess that's all that's changed. I don't know. Like if I don't know if there's anything else that's changed in that book other than it's re- it's it was updated for modern times for the times for to make it more modern. Um, I did enjoy the original though. I sure did. Like really, I don't know if any modern books is giving the information that original copy was given. That original copy was given some some good uh, text dialogue. Um, so yeah, maybe I'll read the updated version. Let me look. Let me look and see if I'm gonna read it or not. Let me look. Okay, I'm looking it up. Okay, that does not. Hold on. Still looking it up. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I may be rereading it, but not rereading the original. May, I may read the modern version, perhaps. Um, Perhaps. I did enjoy the 1973 version. Um, and I did enjoy Dr. Wolfula's audiobook. Now, I see Dr. Wolfula also has another audiobook, another another audiobook that is on my TBR. It's already on my TBR, and I see that he has an audiobook over it. So I was like, that is that might be my next book that I read. Either that or I might go on and read that before I reread or before I read the modern version of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Um, it the book makes more sense. The book makes more sense than the movie to me. It has been a while since I've seen the movie. However, I have seen like a parody. It not too recently, but recently, like a few months ago, I watched a reaction of Scary Movie. Is that the one? Yeah, I think that's the first one. Scary Movie. And there's a parody of I Know What You Did Last. I saw that. So I mean, it's so similar to the movie. I did see like this modern one, this like I don't know reboot trailer, and it looked exactly the same as that scene. Uh, the car scene when they're all standing outside of the car in the front of the car. That scene looks exactly like the other movie. So I don't know what the difference is because I hadn't watched a review yet of of it. So I don't know if it's exactly the same or if it's different. Um, that scene that I did see, and I guess I don't know if it was the trailer or what, but that scene looked exactly the same from the posing of the characters. Uh, I'm laughing at scary movie. Oh my goodness, and that parody of the scene. um, so yeah, I'm not really feeling reading the modern book at this very moment. I did just finish reading the other one like a day ago. I'm not feeling it just yet. I did see another uh, audio book I may go ahead and listen to. Dr. Wufila. I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't exactly know the name. I knew the name when I saw it. Let's see if I can look it up to see what that next book is going to be for me. Um, hold on. There's something. Okay, it's Halloween, the old Myers place. That'll probably be my next read. I think that one is on my. I think. Yeah, that's it. Halloween, the old Myers place. I think that was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to that effect is on my TBR because I learned that it was a book. So I put it on my TBR last year. Um, shortly, was it? It was around the time I was reading Bird Box and Gremlins. Uh, and yeah, so I learned that Halloween was a book, and I put it on my TBR. I went looking for it and put it on my TBR, and I see that it's available. Um, so yeah, I'll probably be reading that one next. I was trying to see if there was, think if there was anything else to that effect on my TBR. Um, or was it just Halloween? Was it just Halloween? I don't know if Jason has a book and I found out about it and I might have put that on my TBR. I think it was maybe just Halloween. I'm trying to think. I would have to go looking on my TBR to confirm it. But yeah, I do recall putting something to that effect on my uh, TBR last year because I heard it was a book. Okay. Um, and if anything else I find out is a book, I put it on my TBR. That's why I'm trying to think. Was that it? Because when I had learned that it was a book, like it was like, yeah, this is a book, and then it was like other people sharing other things that's books too, and they was like, yeah, and this is a book too, and I'm like, what? So I went looking for the books when I learned about them, and I got them somewhere. Let me look. Let me check because if it is, it's on my TBR. I just hadn't located it, perhaps. Okay. Let me check. I think that's what it was. I think I wanted to put it on my TBR, but I couldn't find it because I heard that it was a book. And couldn't locate it. I don't know if that's this book or another book. Okay, I do see the soundtrack available. Okay, so let's see. Okay, what is this? Um, that mysterious day that foretells doom and disaster for everyone alive, from biblical times to the modern era. Why has the 13th day caused blah blah blah? Okay, no, I'm looking for the other thingy. Okay, there's a few books titled with that, talking about the day. Okay, so yeah, I thought I heard Jason had a book. I thought, but yeah, this one is Halloween and Myers. Had that one on my list. Somebody said something about another book that was a movie. I hadn't located that one and I was trying to recall it from memory, but yeah, that's cool that Woofila has this available. I don't think I see a copy, or maybe I did. I'm looking. Uh, but yeah, it's available now. And I'm like, okay, cool. So that'll be my second book for the month. So yeah, Dr. Woodfield got me reading this month. Got my book in. So far, one book read, another one on the go. I think as long as I'm reading a book a month, that's cool. That's fine. That's progress. I'm doing something that I like to do, and I'm making the books available to you. Now, let me look because the original. People said not to be in print anymore. You can always go to the bookshop and uh, look up what you would like to look up. You can peruse what I have made available for your convenience. You can read the modern version. You can do all the things. I may read the modern version after I read my next book. Let's look it up. Let's look it up real quick. Bookshop.org. Link is in the bio. I mean, link is link is in the description box. Okay, doesn't look like the original is available. There's different covers of the book, though. I see two different covers. What does that say? 2025? Hey, what? Something reborn. A slasher reborn by Oliver Patrick or Patrick Oliver. That's not the one I read. I read the one by Lois Duncan. 1973 one. She has I know, what is it? I know what you did last summer. Does it say what year? looking to see what year it was released. I think I saw 2015. It's available in paperback for $12.08 on back order. Everybody reading up this book. That's on back order. Ebook is available. Ebook is $1.99. $1.99. So yeah, you can read the modern version for $1.99 for the ebook of the modern version. Okay. Oh, how Quantum Leap began, like when it first come on, it kind of reminded me of this other book I was reading. I think his name, the author name is Church something. Is it Michael Church? Something like that. Let me see. my other? Is that, oh, it's right here. I got it. I got it. Okay. Okay, there's something by Rick Ham. Rick Ham Clayton. Clayton. And there's a hockey mask on the cover. Okay, Halloween Kills has a book. Tim Wagner. Tim Wagner. It's one of the most recent ones. Um, oh wow, Terrifier is a book. There's a book here, Terrifier 2. It's supposed it's that it's here as a book. Right? I didn't know. Um, I'm gonna leave that book alone. I already watched the movie. I saw the other movies, and I did say I was reading books and movies and books and stuff. I ain't got to do that one with like I think about two or three more came out. I think. So um, I'm, I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know if it's which movie. If it's is it gonna be like into if it's gonna be like into any of the movies at all. Um, so yeah, looking forward to reading Halloween, the old Myers place. I don't know what it's gonna be. I just saw the title. I just saw the title after when I was reading. I know what you did last summer, and I was like, I think that's on my TBR. I would like to read that. So that's how that came about. I hadn't even started reading it. Like I said, I just saw the title. Uh, so yeah, looking forward to seeing if it's gonna be like the movie or if it's gonna be something altogether other. Um, I'm thinking, is it gonna be like the movie? Okay. So I think I can describe it. The movie I'm thinking about is the one where um, the babysitter is a man. That one. Because I'm about to say the babysitter, but yeah, it is babysitters in all of them all, but yeah, the one where the babysitter is a man, or he not. Well, he's not a man. He's a male. The baby, the one where the babysitter is a male, because he's still in school. He's a he's a he's a male. Okay, that one is the book gonna be like that movie? I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I don't know which one of these movies is gonna be alike, unless, or it could be something else entirely. I don't know what's changed, what's the same. Um, so I do like that I did read. I know what you did last summer, the original copy. It was so much clearer than the movie. It made sense. Uh, I watched the movie and I just was like, the. I was like, uh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't know why. Why so come? Like, it just didn't make sense. But the book made plenty sense. The book made all the sense in the world. So I am liking the different books. Now, I say that and then this other, nah, see, I don't know how the modern book is going to be. If it's going to make sense, if it's the same as how the original book was as far as all the key plot elements, or if that's going to be changed as well. I don't know. I have to read it to see. So yeah, that's what that's looking like. I do have some more unfinished books from last month. They just went into the unfinished pile till I finish them. If I finish them. not giving up on them yet. The only reason I do have like a few books in unfinished pile in the unfinished pile is because, well, that I knocked them is because I don't plan on finishing them. I don't plan on finishing those specific books at the moment, or I should say anytime soon. I got 3 books in that. I think I got 3 books. I can only think of 2 at the moment, and that's Coraline and it, which I was thinking about revisiting it, perhaps because I did like how it started, and it started a lot like the most recent movie. But yeah, that's in my unfinished file. And I think I got one more, but I can only think of those 2. So maybe it's only those 2 that's in my unfinished file. But yeah, those are the only ones that I've got. I have like over 11 books that I haven't finished, honestly. To be honest, I have over 11 books that I hadn't finished. I'm trying to, and some of them came over from last year, I think. Yeah, a couple of them came over from last year, and I was reading those like towards the ones that came over from last year are the ones that I had started reading in December, like at the end of the year, after I had met my reading goal, and I was just picking up random Christmas books, and I got a couple of Christmas books. I think it's a novella. I thought it might have been like a couple of stories within a book, but I don't know if I got that one. It might just be one. It might just be one story. For some reason, I thought it was multiple stories in one book, but I think it's only one story in that book. That came on over from last week, or yeah, yeah, last year's December, and along with a bunch of other books. And I've added more to the list of books that I didn't finish last month because I didn't finish reading my books last month. And then I think also in the previous month I had some books that I didn't talk about that I didn't finish as well. So yeah, it's like I got more. Well, last last month I had more books that I didn't finish than I did read, and yeah, I didn't say anything. I'm saying something now because I started back reading, and I now I got my number 2 book lined up, so I'm feeling reading this month. Last year I was feeling like uh, Igor with the reading, not Igor. Yeah, Igor. I was feeling like, no, bother. Oh no, that's really the proof. Um, yeah, that's how I was feeling with the reading, and the book was emotional. I was like, I need some emotions. So I closed that book up. I was like, that's a lot it perhaps at a later date. Perhaps at a later date. But yeah, so that's how my book reads are going. I am gonna have to step it up if I want to reach the goal for the year. Because if I do one book a month, that's not enough to reach the goal. I think I got 20 books left. Let me check. Okay, I got on this platform. It says I have 16 books that I hadn't read. I mean that I hadn't finished reading. uh, let's see. What was I looking up? Oh, the goal. My career goal. Oh, I gotta read 5 books to get back on track. This blog says I'm at 57%. This platform says that I've read 39 books, and my goal is 69 books. It says I need to read 5 books until I get back on track. I can set a page goal, set pages goal, set hours goal. Maybe that would help me get back into it. Because I've gone days without reading before yesterday. I don't know when I started. I know which year last summer. started with a basic book review. And like I said, I didn't write anything, but I hadn't even been reading book reviews. But yeah, that's what that's looking like. I was reading them. So I guess I'm kind of trying to get back worked up on that, get that cranked up, crank that book review. For the most part, I do my book reviews verbally here. I hadn't been I hadn't been making the book reviews on my blog or in my other areas that I was doing. Okay, where can the page go? Let me see, because how many pages do we want to be in 2025? See, I'm not too familiar with page goals. I was thinking keep me updated on how far ahead or behind. I'm not familiar with this one. I've only set book goals. This is my second year that I've set a book goal in these recent years. Let me see about hour goals. Okay, how many hours do we want to listen to in 2025? Oh, okay, so when the pages want to say nothing came of it, but read it. Because I didn't get a message that I won the challenge. I did participate and I got a, great, keep going. And then the challenge was over. And then I'm like, okay, where's my message saying I won? But I didn't get the message. Okay, it's a bunch of challenges to go through. Genre challenge. Oh, is there anything else I can know? January to December 31st challenge. Oh, okay, here it is. Overview. Welcome. Genre challenge. We're back. Episode 1. Challenge prompt. Nonfiction about visual about visual art or an artist. That is not. I don't think I have any of that on my TBR. Let's see. Let's get out of this challenge. Let's go to another challenge. Okay, let's see what this overview. Welcome to the Read the World Challenge. that's what I'm doing. I could probably swing that. I think I could swing that. If you have multiple genres tied in last place, you can choose which one to read from. See, that's so cool. Okay. style and reading activities when it comes to my own reading, and then also the book clubs. So yeah, with the book clubs, it was on and popping. But I also was reading my own books. But yeah, I didn't start the book clubs till later on in the year too, when I had almost all my books already read. So yeah, just seeing where that balance is from me and my own reads and fitting my book club reads in there. Also, I've been reading patterns. I was able to clock a couple of books. Uh, Not all of them though, but yeah, I have been reading patterns. Uh, I looked. I've been looking at patterns. The crochet community has been sharing patterns galore, and I've been reading diagrams and patterns. I had a pop quiz of a pattern reading and a diagram reading earlier today when I was checking out uh, a new application. So as to see like where my level was with pattern reading. Um, um, it looks like it's going to be a great addition to my crocheting. It looks like it has a couple of patterns that I'm interested in as well. And it's said to have like step by step visualization. I don't know how far that's going to go because I hadn't delved into it. I hadn't picked anything yet to see uh, where's how far I can get with it. Like because I'm still working on my crop top sweater um, that I've been making via Little John's Yarns tutorial. And I'm at the seaming up part. So all the pieces have been crocheted. I got one sleeve seamed up. I started seaming up the other sleeve. And then I get to sew the back and front panels together and the sleeves onto the sweater. Um, to make note of that tutorial, um, with the tutorial, I thought that the sleeves were going to be like bell sleeves, but I was mistaken. The part that I thought was going to be bell sleeves, that's actually the uh, part that connects to the shoulder. part of the sweater and around under the arm. So I think I made an extra large in that. In the sleeves, I made a large in the sweater, which I have. I'm not exactly sure why I did that, but I did. At the time, I thought I needed to, and then as I got it done, I'm like, why didn't I do the medium? Um, because I was going for the sweater to look like uh, Little John's yarn sweater. So I'm like, well, I probably needed to do it in the size that she did it in if I wanted it to fit like hers. I'm not as sure. I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna fit yet though. But when I was kind of trying it on a little bit, just by the pieces, it looked quite big. So I'm like, I might have to make this again. Um, I'll just make this one in the size that I made it in. I made the body part, the panel parts in large, and I made the sleeves in extra large. Uh, Only because I thought the starting part was gonna go under the arms, and that wasn't gonna work. I mean, I sat there and tried because I just knew that the sleeves were bells, and I looked and looked, and my brain had to figure out the way of the sleeves for real. I really had to study the tutorial to figure that out. And then once I did figure out that the sleeves had to go the other way, I was like, oh, I kind of was a little disappointed that the sleeves weren't bells, but the sleeves fit better the other way around. So I was like, Eureka. Oh, I don't know if I did an update on the yarn. I was using the Premier yarn, Premier Puzzle yarn, And I did run out. The tutorial did say I needed 2 balls. I only had 1 ball of the Premier puzzle yarn. So I just continued with what I had till it was all gone. And then I added what I think would be a complementary color. Is not it is not even the same weight. The Premier yarn is like a 5 bulky. What I used was a 4, um, but I think that the color pairs well. Uh, it kind of is a little on the large side of a 4, just a little smidget leaning towards 5, not all the way 5, but not a thin 4 either. So I thought it paired pretty well. I thought it worked up pretty well. Uh, as far as length, uh, so yeah, I did run out of color, and I did think about it. I didn't think too much about it though, but it did cross my mind like, okay, I can do a couple of things. Like I could have, I could have. Okay, so how I did it was I just went on with the pattern all the way up till I had no more of the Premier puzzle yarn. And then I had another sleeve to do. So one of the sleeves is going to be totally different than the whole sweater, which I think it's going to be quite cool like that. I think it's going to be cool. I think I think it's really going to be rocking. Like it's going to be fly. I think. I don't know exactly, but I think it is. Um, Now, what I thought before I did that was I could have stopped at a certain row for the sleeve, stopped at the first part of the sleeve, then save the rest for the other sleeve, and then that it would have been even, and then connect the new color to the rest of the sleeve, and then both sides would have been even. Nobody would have been none the wiser whether I ran out of yarn or not, because they would have been both symmetrical. Now I did think that uh, just for the top part, but I didn't know what color I was going to use next. It wasn't until I did the whole sleeve that I knew to use the next color. So yeah, that was kind of one of my stopping points. I kind of stopped. I was like, I know this yarn gonna run out. I could either, try. I could do that, you know, even it out on both sides. That way it'll be even like that. Um, or I could just run till they run out and then get creative. I mean, either way would have been creative. I mean, but I was like, but what is this? This is handcraft, so let it look handcrafted. Let it look handcrafted. I was like, what am I going for? Am I going for symmetry and store bought looking, or am I going for handcrafted? And I chose to go for handcrafted, and perhaps it looks fly like that. So that's what I'm going for. Like, um, stylish, chic, fashionable, like like so like yeah. And the color is called cheesecake, and the yarn that I wound up adding to it, the color of the premier puzzle yarn is called cheesecake, and the color that I wound up adding to it, I don't know what the color is. I took the band off. I thought I mentioned this before. Um, um, I thought I mentioned it. I don't know what it's called on the band at the moment. I don't know what it's technically called at the moment. Um, but it does resemble the crust of a cheesecake. Like it looks like a graham cracker color. Uh, so I was like, okay, cool. Got the cherry cheesecake, and then got the crust. I think that matches, that pairs well with the name of it. I don't know what that thing called. It could be called graham cracker. It probably is. I know I looked at the name. It's probably something to that effect. Um, so I thought it paired very well, and it works up, and it's the same length. So that was my concern with using a different yarn weight. Would it be the same length as the other sleeve? So that worked out. So now I just need to seam it all up, uh, and do the additional touches that that was done off camera. I'll do that, and I'll wind up doing that with the graham cracker color, so that'll bring it more into the sweater. So it's not just the sleeve. It'll be that color will be brought into the around the sweater, the entire sweater. I think it'll look good, even though I don't know how it's gonna fit. I don't know. Uh, I, I, I get okay. So because it was hot, I was thinking, and because it was hot, and that I thought that the sleeve. I guess because it was hot, because I did choose a large. I don't know. I don't know why. Only that maybe because it was hot that I chose the the large and not the medium. Because after I made it all up, I was like, why didn't I choose the medium? Because like I said, I was trying it on and it was so big, and I was looking at Little John's yarn and how it fit on her, and I'm like, wow, mine is big. And then I'm like, why am I not looking like it might not fit like on the picture? And then I'm like, oh, I guess because of the difference in size. So if I'm not rocking that same size, it's not gonna fit the same. It seems. It's not gonna fit the same, it seems. So, uh, yeah. And for the sleeves, I think I still would have had to do at least a large sleeve. Even if I was to do the medium body, uh, I would have had to do a large sleeve. I checked to see because I made an extra large sleeve, and I checked to see if I could make a large sleeve, and I mean it's possible. It's possible. Like it would be it would be closer. So, but it is possible for the for me to do the large sleeve. I just wanted to make sure, so that's why I went with the extra large sleeve because I didn't know what side I was working on when I was making the sleeve. I thought the first part of the sleeve was the shoulder part, but after I figured everything out and how the sweater was supposed to go, the end part is the shoulder part. So once I found that out, I was like, oh, okay, it fits. It even fits so much that I could have made a large sleeve to match with the large body sweater that I made instead of it being large, extra large. Any, so yeah, I mean, I made it customizable. I made it customizable. I don't think I had needed to make it customizable. It looks like I could have kept everything a large. But once again, like I said, when I was making the large, okay, and how the sleeve begins, that was a no go. That was a no go. But come to find out, that was the wrist part. So yeah, I didn't know that till I had finished the whole sleeve, which is fine. Which is fine. It was just like a eureka moment because I honestly didn't get it till I studied it because I kept trying to make the sleeve a bell sleeve and got flustered that it wasn't fitting. So then I started studying how how the item looked on the on Little John John, and then that's when I realized that I had the sleeve backwards. So once I figured that out, I was able to sigh of relief. I was able to sigh of relief, and all is well. I made it customizable. So yeah, it's customizable because Little John John gives different measurements, so you can customize. Well, I don't know if she meant for me to customize it, but I did. I customized it because I used a large body and an extra large sleeve. When she did the tutorial, she did the medium all the way through. So it was only my choice and idea to flip flop them around like I did because from the understanding that I had, which I had to figure it out. So that's yeah. Like okay, cool. Hey, if it fits bigger, it fits bigger. I gotta get it all together to actually see how it's gonna fit. But it does look like it's fitting big at the moment. At the moment, it looks like it's gonna fit a little different uh, than what's shown. But I guess that, like I said, it comes with making a different size. Guess that's what. Guess that's what's gonna be, the, you know, be the T. It's gonna fit different because it's different. If it does, I gotta see. I gotta put it all together first. Okay. Captain's vlog. Ben was saying some beautiful things. Like there were some awe moments in it. the episode where he is a where he's an astronaut, I really uh, like got the aha moment to the quantum leap uh, theory, and I was like, wow, that is so cool that he got to be an astronaut by quantum leaping. He leaped over all the studying, all the training, and he gets to experience being an astronaut because he quantum leaped. Like I was like, nah, that's some cheat code for you. You know, I'm like, give me that cheat code. Like, what a cheat code. Like, they were in awe too. I like that he acknowledged the fact that he was in space and um, then I don't know her name other than Ben's fiance. Like Ben's name is said a lot. Ben and Magic. Those are the only two names I know. Magic probably because that's easy. That's an easy name to remember. And Ben probably because it's a easy name to remember and it's said a lot. Um, but yeah, his fiance was like something like you like spacewalks. You did like two spacewalks in one day. Oh my goodness! And then he unhooked himself. Oh my goodness! I was like, now hold on to the dang on thing. I was like, uh, boy. But yeah, he was saying some. Oh, he was saying some things to make you go, oh, oh. But then I had to reel it back. I'm like, yeah, he did say some things to make you go, oh. I mean, even to the point where they brought tears to my eyes. But at the same time, he done pulled this. He done pulled this shenanigans by leaping without the team and then uploading codes that they weren't aware of and such so forth and vis-a-vis and then ugh. So I mean he said some things that are like oh and I did. I said oh oh because they had a moment and I was just like oh but then I was like uh but then he's done this. He's done this and and it I mean yeah, he talking a good game, but he done this, and we don't know why for come. Like, ugh. So in the first few episodes, the fiance is upset, and I'm like, I don't know, cause okay, so she was like, she was supposed to be the one to do the jumping. So I'm like, well, she kind of probably PO'd because she ain't doing the jumping. Um, and she said Ben was supposed to be the one to be um, the hologram. Um, so she PO'd. She thinks she knew everything about him. She thought he was being straightforward with her, and that they were working on this thing together. And then he go and pull this. So, ugh. It's like, yeah, Ben, you said some odd things, but look at what your actions doing. Like, look what your actions done did. And then he going further and further back in time, and then it's a wonder Ziggy working, like, because in the original Quantum League, I think they were at I don't know, was it 1973 or was it 1977 that Ziggy wasn't created yet, so Ziggy wasn't working because Ziggy hadn't been developed yet. So I wonder if that's gonna happen in this series. It's kind of heading towards that. I don't know if they've reached the year that Ziggy hadn't been created yet. Um, I think they're in 77 right now. They're even either in no, I think they're in 79. Yeah, they're in 79 right now. But I thought they had just got out of 77, but maybe that was the other Quantum Leap that was in 77. Either 77, 78. It was between 73. It was like 73, 77, or 78. Um, the previous Quantum Leap show. And that was before Ziggy was created. Now, in this previous show, they're in 79, 79, and but and they're alluding to Ziggy running slow, Ziggy running slower, because Ziggy was running slow, but now it's running slower. Um, so they're probably getting to the year that Ziggy wasn't created. Thus, they're not gonna have Ziggy to help them. That's what it's seeming like it's going. That's what it's seeming like it's going. If they do the same thing that the previous Quantum Leap did, and it looks like that's what it is because the girl is the daughter of I think Sam. I think she's the daughter of Sam. Yeah, because Sam was doing the leaping. So I think she's Sam's daughter. So she might be trying to go back in time. She might have it here what is it? Planned out to go back in time to reach her father, reach Sam, maybe, perhaps. Maybe she trying to find him on his leaping. Because he never came back. He never came back home. That's how the show went off. Uh, so I do like the intertwine between the two shows. I'm thankful and grateful that they paired it together. Like, oh, this is her father's work, even though when they were talking about the development of it, it's they've been working on this for a while, and it only the leap was in theory, and Egon said that the leap physically for a human wasn't supposed to be till like 5 years later. So being leaped 5 years early, like 5 years before schedule. So probably due to Sam's daughter's claw, whatever that is, whatever she got up her sleeves, which I can only think that she going back in time to maybe try and locate her father, perhaps. That's all the way reason I can think. And but the other man, he just recently um took a bow, and his name isn't mentioned yet. He was like Sam's right hand man. Um, he was Sam's hologram. He hadn't been mentioned. Ziggy's been mentioned. Sam's been mentioned, but this other Sam's right hand man, he hadn't. I hadn't heard him being mentioned by name. Um, but I did see in memory of him. I did see a in memory of him, and when I looked at him, I was like, "It is that that's that's the dude that was helping Sam." He always had a cigar in his hand and the little calculator thing. So yeah, like as soon as I saw him, I knew who he was, or I knew that character uh, that he played. Uh, so yeah, I guess they might have said his name in that episode, um, and I didn't catch it. Um, yeah, but his name wasn't mentioned too much either. But like Sam, but he was a character because he. I I used to think, well, so when I watched the show, just from recollection, when I would watch the show, it seemed like the right hand man was like from God, so to speak. Like he was from heaven, and I don't know, maybe Sim was trying to get into heaven or something, or get his wings or something. In one episode, it seemed like, and seemed like Sam had to like help these people to get his wings. But that's just from my recollection. Now, from the previous show, it seems like, okay, this is a science lab, so to speak, science area with the technology, and there's a machine to get in. Uh, Kind of reminiscent of um, the the Black Mirror episode of the black and white uh, of the black and white TV show episode where the person goes into a reality, but they're not physically there, and that's how the person that's a hologram. That's how they are, but being is somehow physically there. I don't know how that worked. Like how the other person gets to pop in and pop out as a hologram, but being done popped into something. I guess it's one of them Willy Wonka microwaves where he go in on one side and he come out on the other one because his body isn't back at the scientific lab with all the te- technology and stuff. His whole body done went out the building. Cause I'm like, well, why don't y'all just check the machine? His body should be there, right? And he's just consciously leaping, but no, he not physically there, and he's not just consciously leaping. His whole being done zapped to wherever he's going. It be zapping to wherever it go, teleporting. Oh my goodness. Uh, but yeah, when Quantum Leap did end, the first one, it did say that he wasn't he hadn't made it back, and that he was still quantum leaping, trying to make it back. So thus the mother had the daughter kicked off the team so that she wouldn't get deep involved like her father did out there quantum leaping from one experience to another, not able to get back home. And the daughter was like, "You didn't think I could do better than that? What if I had a done better, made it better?" And the mama was like, "No, I ain't think that." And the daughter was like, "Cute, cue the villain music." She was like, "Cue the villain music." Okay, she in villain mode. Nah, ain't nobody gonna call her a villain but me. So that might not be her actual title, but she got villain tendencies. She done some villain things. Okay, off top. Okay, so that was books, movies. Well, books that are movies. So yeah, books that are movies, there are shows. Let me check to see. Let me see if I can locate another book. Real quick, like, um, okay, so there are a couple of books. Let's see. Mm, kind of recent, some recent books. 2020. Oh, hot. Okay, hot. books of interest. I added a few books to my TBR on the on the subject. Yeah, book books that are movies, or yeah, books that are movies that are books have been more satisfying than the movies. I'll say it again because it happened again with the I know what you did last summer. It was better than it was more clear. It was more clarified in the book than it is in the movie, and I enjoyed that. Um, yeah, even yeah. So I've mentioned that with the other books that are movies that I've read and like them better uh, than the movies. So yeah, I've been read or reading them. Read it. I've been reading the movies, and I've been enjoying the reads. But they're better. What else? What else? What else is that's a movie that's that's a book. Um, if you know it to be better, you can say it. Um, I wonder if that's gonna be the case with um, Blood and Bones. I did read Blood and Bones. It took me 2 tries to read it, but I did read it. Um, that might, I don't know if that's going to be the case with Blood and Bones. That might be a good movie on top of being a good book. Like, that might be how they say two for two with that. With that, I saw a glimpse of the cast. Um, so yeah, that might be a win-win right there. I don't, I mean, I mean, the source. I mean, if they, what am I thinking about? Oh, okay, Blood and Bones. I almost got it mixed up with I was thinking of Fourth Wing for a split second. Um, but yeah, Blood and Bones was is a good book, and it'll probably be a good movie as well. And it'll probably be clear, perhaps. I think it would be clear, unlike how uh, I Know What You Did Last Summer. The movie wasn't really clear. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it didn't make too much sense. Like, it wasn't. the details wasn't laid out like how it is in the book. The details is laid out in the book as to how the puzzle came about, how it's solved. So I did enjoy that as well, with the 1963 copy of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I liked how all the details was laid out and how it uh, gathered and concluded. Um, like this live stream. Enjoy your reads and your watches and all those wonderful, entertaining things. Um, my bookshop is there on the screen. Okay, there we go. It's also in the chat. Um, for you to partake of your reading selections there. Okay, what am I doing? Trying to close this out.